Rondell Jones, the principal of Schwartz Elementary, didn't have a clear path growing up.
Never dreamed of being a principal, never thought about that. But as the path and the journey as it continued, that's when doors started opening.
He was one of 9 children and moved to Midwest City when he was in 3rd grade.
Back in 1972, Midwest City was dominant white neighborhoods and that kind of thing. So even going to school, my family, my brothers and sisters, we were some of the only black kids I know. For me, in that grade level for a couple of years.
And looking different wasn't his only challenge. His fatherless family faced times of uncertainty throughout childhood. But that adversity led to opportunity, especially when one of his mentors saw something in Rondell that he didn't see in himself.
My elementary principal, and it became a bond, and mentored and taught me a lot of stuff. And matter of fact, when I was 15, he hired me as a substitute custodian. As a custodian, it was one of those things, helping out at the house, making ends meet. I had, principal gave me an opportunity.
Little did he know that part-time job would pave the way for his career.
I call this my surplus card. Come on down here.
He started as a custodian in the same district where he would eventually become a principal and raise his family.
Yeah. Got it. All righty. Thank you, lady.
He's been in the Middale district for 3 decades.
My mentor, Cecil Hart, every day, I'm telling you, every day he asks me, so what are you going to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? Every day he asks me that. And my response, and not to take anything from Barack Obama, but my response was, I'm going to be the first black president of the United States. So, and just my path didn't get me there. But I'm going to tell you this, my path, it may be better than the president of the United States, because the opportunities that God has put in to influence, to inspire, to encourage, and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While he didn't become the first black president, he was a first-generation college graduate and even went on to get his master's degree, which led him here to Schwartz.
Good morning, bud. What's my hug? Thank you.
And now, as he spends countless hours pouring into his students, he instills that same message to them.
I try to tell our kids here, whatever color, what nationality you are, what you look like, that does not define you. And don't let that stop you. So I tell our kids that same thing. Your potential, your ability is not in a color, because I can pull a crayon box out and I can show you all kinds of colors. And with all of those colors, I can make something beautiful.
From the janitor's closet to principal's office, Rondell has become a giant in the Middale community.
It was a situation that I never thought about, but yet looking through all this and going back to just my faith, but the faith that God had in me and the journey that he put me on was not, it wasn't a color thing, it was just a people. It was connecting.
Megan Mosley, KOCO 5 News.